The human mind craves order. We seek patterns in the randomness around us, yet there's a certain allure to chaos, a primal fascination with the unknown. This fascination is reflected in the myths and stories we've told ourselves since the dawn of civilization. Before the rise of empires, before the written word, before even the gods themselves, there was chaos. It was the primordial state, the raw material of existence, the blank canvas upon which the universe would be painted. This concept of a primordial chaos, a time before time, is surprisingly universal. Across cultures and continents, ancient civilizations grappled with the same fundamental questions. What existed before the universe as we know it? What was the driving force behind creation? By exploring these myths, we embark on a journey to the very heart of human imagination, confronting the mysteries that have captivated us for millennia. The beauty of mythology lies in its diversity. Just as different cultures developed unique languages and customs, they also envisioned the primordial chaos in ways that reflected their own worldviews. For the ancient Greeks, chaos was an abstract concept, a boundless void from which the first gods and titans emerged. The Norse envisioned a more visceral chaos. Their Ginnungagap was a yawning chasm, a frozen wasteland locked in a perpetual struggle with the fiery realm of Muspelheim. In ancient Mesopotamia, chaos took on a more active role. Tiamat, the primordial sea goddess, represented the untamed forces of nature. She wasn't merely a passive backdrop to creation, but an active participant, a powerful entity who resisted the rise of order and challenged the very gods themselves. These are just a few examples of the countless ways ancient cultures conceptualized chaos. From the churning cosmic ocean of Hindu cosmology to the formless void of Egyptian mythology, each civilization grappled with the unknown in its own unique way. Despite their differences, these myths share a common thread, a recognition that chaos is not merely an absence of order, but a fundamental force that shapes the universe. Why did ancient cultures find it necessary to tell these stories of chaos? The answer lies in the very nature of mythology itself. Myths are more than just entertaining tales. They are attempts to explain the inexplicable, to find meaning in a world often ruled by forces beyond our control. The concept of a primordial chaos allowed ancient cultures to grapple with the fundamental mystery of existence. If the universe wasn't always as it is, then how did it come to be? What was the driving force behind creation? Myths of chaos served as a starting point, a way to conceptualize the unfathomable. By imagining a time before time, a state of pure potentiality, they could then explore the emergence of order, the birth of gods, and the creation of the world as they knew it. These stories provided a framework for understanding their place in the grand scheme of things, offering a sense of purpose and belonging in a world often perceived as chaotic and unpredictable. By acknowledging the power of chaos, these myths served as a stark warning against complacency, a reminder that the order we create is always contingent and precarious. In Greek mythology, before the reign of Zeus, before the clash of titans, there existed a primordial state known as chaos. This was not the chaos of disorder and confusion, but rather a vast, immeasurable void, an emptiness so profound that it defied description. Hesiod, the ancient Greek poet, in his epic poem Theogony, describes chaos as the first entity to emerge, the very foundation upon which the cosmos would be built. This primordial void was not a place of darkness or light, for these concepts had yet to be born. It was a realm of pure potentiality, where everything and nothing existed simultaneously, a paradox that lay at the heart of creation. Imagine a time before time itself, a boundless expanse where there were no stars, no oceans, no earth. There was only chaos, the silent eternal void, pregnant with the possibility of existence. For the Greeks, creation was not simply the act of a divine being shaping the world from pre-existing matter, but rather the emergence of order from a state of pure, undifferentiated potential. From this boundless void, this primordial chaos, emerged Gaia, the Earth Mother, a force of creation so fundamental that she seemed to embody the very essence of life itself. Her birth marked a pivotal moment in the unfolding of the cosmos, for with her arrival the formless void began to take on shape and substance. Gaia was not simply a goddess in the traditional sense, she was the embodiment of the earth itself. Her vast form encompassing the mountains and valleys, the rivers and oceans, all that sustained life. Her emergence from chaos was not a violent act, but rather a gradual unfolding, a slow awakening from the slumber of non-existence. As Gaia took shape, the void that had once been all-encompassing began to recede, giving way to the tangible world, a realm governed by the laws of nature and the cycles of life and death. With the emergence of the Earth Mother, the forces of creation had been unleashed, setting in motion a chain of events that would eventually lead to the birth of the gods and the world as we know it. The emergence of Gaia from the primordial chaos was not the only consequence of this cosmic unfolding. From the void also came other primordial entities, each embodying a fundamental aspect of the nascent universe. Among these were Tartarus, the embodiment of the abyss, and Nyx, the goddess of night. Tartarus was the deep, dark pit that lay beneath the earth, a place of imprisonment and torment where even the gods feared to tread. Nyx, the goddess of night, emerged from the void, draped in shadows, her presence both alluring and unsettling. The emergence of Tartarus and Nyx alongside Gaia highlights the duality inherent in the Greek creation myth. Chaos, the primordial void, was not simply a blank slate, but a realm of infinite possibilities, capable of giving rise to both the beautiful and the terrible, the life-affirming and the dreadful. The Greek concept of chaos as the origin point of creation differs significantly from the narratives of other ancient cultures. It is not a battleground where opposing forces clash, nor a formless mass awaiting the divine sculptor's hand. It is instead a realm of pure potentiality, a void pregnant with the seeds of everything that would come to be. Within the Greek understanding, chaos possessed its own inherent power, a generative force that allowed it to give rise to entities as diverse as Gaia, Tartarus, and Nyx. The emergence of these primordial entities from chaos also highlights a crucial aspect of the Greek worldview, the interconnectedness of all things. The Greeks believed that everything in the universe, from the smallest grain of sand to the mightiest Olympian, was woven together by invisible threads, a delicate web of relationships that maintained the balance of existence. And at the heart of this web, holding it all together, lay chaos, the eternal void from which it all sprang. Hesiod's Theogony is not merely a collection of myths and legends, it is a philosophical exploration of the nature of existence, a testament to the human desire to understand the origins of the universe and our place within it. The concept of chaos as the primordial void, the source from which all things emerge, is a powerful and enduring idea that continues to resonate with us today. In a world often characterized by complexity and uncertainty, the image of a primordial chaos can be both daunting and strangely comforting. It reminds us that the universe, for all its apparent order and structure, emerged from a state of formlessness, a reminder that change and transformation are fundamental aspects of existence. The Theogony's influence extends far beyond the realm of mythology. Its themes and imagery have inspired countless artists, writers, and philosophers throughout history, shaping our understanding of the universe and our place within it. As we delve deeper into the realm of Greek mythology, exploring the stories of the gods and their struggles for power, it is essential to remember the primordial chaos from which they arose. The Norse creation myth, as recounted in the Poetic Edda and Prose Edda, presents a stark and dramatic vision of the primordial chaos. Instead of the abstract void of the Greeks, the Norse envisioned Ginnungagap, a yawning chasm of unimaginable vastness, a realm of swirling mists and bitter cold that existed before the formation of the world. Ginnungagap was a place of raw elemental power, a battleground where opposing forces clashed in a cosmic dance of creation and destruction. It was a realm where fire and ice, those primal antagonists, met in a chaotic embrace, their interactions giving rise to the first stirrings of life. To visualize Ginnungagap, imagine a chasm so deep that it seems to swallow the very concept of depth itself. Ginnungagap was a realm of extremes where the very fabric of reality seemed stretched thin, a place where the laws of nature as we know them had yet to be established. It was a place of both terror and wonder, a testament to the Norse belief that the universe was born from a chaotic struggle, a delicate balance between opposing forces. On either side of Ginnungagap lay two realms that embodied the very essence of this primordial chaos. Niflheim, the world of ice and mist, and Muspelheim, the realm of fire and flame. These two realms, diametrically opposed yet inextricably linked, played a crucial role in the Norse creation myth, their interaction setting in motion the chain of events that would eventually lead to the birth of the world. Niflheim, the land of mists, was a realm of perpetual darkness and bitter cold. Here, rivers of ice flowed sluggishly through frozen plains and glaciers loomed like slumbering giants. In stark contrast to Niflheim's icy grip, Muspelheim blazed with an eternal inferno. This realm of fire and flame was home to Surtur, the fire giant, and his legions of fire demons. Rivers of molten lava flowed through this fiery wasteland, and volcanoes spewed forth rivers of molten rock. These two realms, though seemingly incompatible, were drawn together by an invisible force, their essences mingling in the heart of Ginnungagap. It was from this unlikely union, this clash of opposites, that the first spark of life emerged, a testament to the Norse belief that creation often arises from the most unexpected of sources. As the icy mists of Niflheim met the fiery breath of Muspelheim, in the heart of Ginnungagap, a strange and wondrous event occurred. From the mingling of these opposing forces, from the very essence of chaos itself, emerged Ymir, the first of the frost giants. Ymir was a being of immense size and power, his body a reflection of the chaotic forces that had given him birth. He was neither good nor evil, but a force of nature, driven by primal instincts and a hunger that could not be sated. He was the embodiment of Ginnungagap's raw potential, the first tangible manifestation of life in a universe still struggling to be born. As Ymir slept, a strange thing happened. From the sweat beneath his arms, a male and a female giant emerged, further populating this nascent world. And from his legs, another giant was born, a testament to the raw, untamed power of creation that pulsed within Ginnungagap. Ymir's birth marked a turning point in the Norse creation myth. No longer was Ginnungagap a barren wasteland, a realm of pure potential. With the arrival of the frost giants, life had taken root, however strange and monstrous it may have seemed. The stage was set for the next chapter in the cosmic drama, a chapter that would see the rise of the gods and the creation of the world as we know it. The Norse creation myth does not end with Ymir's birth. In a dramatic turn of events, Odin and his two brothers, Vili and Ve, slew the giant Ymir, his blood forming the vast oceans of the world, his flesh the very earth itself. His bones became the mountains, his teeth the rocks and cliffs, his skull the vast dome of the sky. Even Ymir's eyebrows found a purpose in this new world, carefully positioned by the gods to form Midgard, the realm of men, a place of safety and order amidst the chaos. This act of creation from destruction, this forging of a world from the body of a primordial being, speaks to the Norse understanding of the cyclical nature of existence, the constant interplay of creation and destruction, order and chaos. Ginnungagap, the primordial chasm, may have ceased to exist in its original form, but its legacy lived on in the very fabric of the world. The Norse believed that the universe was not created in a single divine act, but rather emerged from a long and chaotic process of struggle and transformation. The story of Ginnungagap serves as a potent reminder that even in the face of chaos, even in the darkest of times, there exists the potential for incredible creation. It is a testament to the enduring power of myth to illuminate the mysteries of our existence, to offer us a glimpse into the heart of the universe and the forces that shape our world. In the ancient Mesopotamian creation myth, the Enuma Elish, the story of creation unfolds not from a silent void or a frozen wasteland, but from a tumultuous sea. This is the realm of Tiamat, the primordial goddess of salt water, a force of nature both awe-inspiring and terrifying in her power. She is not merely a creator, she is creation itself, the embodiment of the chaotic waters from which all life emerged. Picture, if you will, an expanse of water so vast that it stretches beyond the horizon in all directions, a churning, tempestuous sea where storms rage with unimaginable fury. The air is thick with salt spray and the roar of crashing waves, a symphony of chaos that both terrifies and mesmerizes. This is the domain of Tiamat, a realm where the boundaries between water and sky blur, and the very fabric of reality seems to dissolve into a swirling primordial soup. Unlike the abstract void of the Greek chaos or the frozen chasm of the Norse Ginnungagap, Tiamat's realm is a place of raw, untamed energy, a constant flux of creation and destruction. The waters teem with strange and wondrous creatures, monstrous beings born from the depths of her being, a testament to the boundless creative potential that lies at the heart of chaos. Yet this is not a peaceful paradise. Within Tiamat's watery embrace lies a deep-seated unrest, a primal energy that threatens to consume all that it has created. She is a force to be reckoned with, a goddess whose power knows no bounds and whose wrath can shake the very foundations of existence. Tiamat is not merely a force of destruction, she is also a mother, the progenitor of a new generation of gods who would challenge her dominion and usher in a new era of cosmic order. From her union with Apsu, the god of fresh water, a new pantheon emerged. Deities who inherited aspects of their parents' chaotic nature, yet also possessed a burgeoning desire for structure and control. These early gods, however, were far from the Olympian ideal of power and majesty. They were unruly and unpredictable, their divine energies clashing and vying for dominance, their very existence a threat to the delicate balance of Tiamat's watery realm. Imagine them, these young gods, as forces of nature themselves, embodying the wind and the storm, the earthquake and the flood, their powers as yet untamed and unpredictable. Tiamat, though initially content with her role as mother, soon found herself overwhelmed by her offspring's tumultuous energies. Their constant strife, their insatiable hunger for power threatened to unravel the very fabric of her watery domain, to plunge creation back into the primordial chaos from which it had emerged. This conflict between Tiamat and her children reflects a fundamental tension that lies at the heart of many creation myths. The struggle between the old and the new, the chaotic forces of nature and the burgeoning desire for order and control. It is a struggle that plays out on a cosmic scale, with the fate of the universe hanging in the balance. The conflict between Tiamat and her offspring escalated, the young gods, led by the cunning Ea, plotting to usurp their mother's authority and establish a new order in the cosmos. Tiamat, enraged by their betrayal, unleashed her full fury, transforming herself into a monstrous dragon, a terrifying embodiment of chaos unleashed. Imagine Tiamat, her once serpentine form now monstrous and scaled, her eyes blazing with primal rage. From her gaping maw spew forth venomous fumes and monstrous creatures, a chaotic army assembled to defend her dominion and crush the rebellion of the younger gods. The sea itself churns and roils, reflecting her fury, the very elements themselves bending to her will. The ensuing battle between Tiamat and her offspring is a clash of titans, a cosmic struggle that shakes the very foundations of existence. The younger gods, though powerful in their own right, are no match for Tiamat's primal fury. Just when all hope seems lost, a champion emerges from their ranks, Marduk, the god of storms and civilization. Marduk, armed with the winds of the storm and a net woven by the fates, confronts Tiamat in a final, epic confrontation. He traps her in his net, silences her with his winds, and splits her monstrous form in two, her body becoming the very fabric of the heavens and the earth. With Tiamat's defeat, the reign of chaos comes to an end, paving the way for the rise of order and the establishment of a new cosmic order. Tiamat's story, though ending in defeat, is not simply a tale of good versus evil, order versus chaos. It is a more nuanced exploration of the complex forces at play in the creation of the universe, a recognition that chaos, while often destructive, is also a necessary force of creation and change. Even in defeat, Tiamat's presence continues to be felt in the world. The seas, though now tamed by the younger gods, still hold a hint of her primal power, a reminder of the chaotic forces that lie beneath the surface of all things. Her monstrous offspring, though scattered, continue to lurk in the shadows, embodiments of the ever-present threat of chaos encroaching upon the ordered world. The Enuma Elish, in its telling of Tiamat's story, offers a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked ambition and the importance of balance in the cosmos. The younger gods, though victorious, are forever marked by their battle with Tiamat, their reign tempered by the knowledge that chaos is never truly vanquished but merely held in check. Tiamat's legacy serves as a reminder that the universe is not a static creation, but a dynamic and ever-evolving entity shaped by the interplay of opposing forces. Chaos, though often feared, is an integral part of this cosmic dance, a force that can both destroy and create. A reminder that even in the most ordered of worlds, the potential for chaos and change is never truly extinguished. As we've journeyed through the creation myths of ancient Greece, Norse lands, and Mesopotamia, a common thread emerges from the tapestry of tales, a paradox that lies at the heart of existence itself. Chaos, often perceived as the antithesis of creation, the force of destruction and disorder, is revealed to be an integral part of the creative process, the primordial soup from which order and complexity arise. The Greek chaos, a boundless void pregnant with possibility, gave birth to Gaia, the Earth Mother, but also to Tartarus, the abyss, and Nyx, the goddess of night. Creation, in this context, is not a simple act of divine will, but a complex dance between opposing forces, a delicate balance between light and darkness, order and chaos. The Norse Ginnungagap, a chaotic chasm where fire and ice clashed, gave birth to Ymir, the first of the frost giants. From his death, orchestrated by Odin and his brothers, the world was forged, a testament to the cyclical nature of existence, where destruction paves the way for new creation. In Mesopotamian mythology, Tiamat The primordial sea goddess embodies both the creative potential and the destructive power of chaos. Her defeat at the hands of Marduk, the god of storms and civilization, ushers in a new era of cosmic order. Yet the memory of her chaotic reign serves as a constant reminder of the delicate balance that holds the universe in check. These ancient myths, though separated by time and culture, speak to a universal human experience, a deep-seated understanding that chaos is not merely an absence of order, but a fundamental force that shapes the universe and our place within it. From the unpredictable forces of nature to the complexities of human society, we are constantly confronted with the reality that order is often fragile, and chaos is always lurking at the edges of our carefully constructed realities. The allure of chaos, however, lies not only in its power to disrupt and destroy, but also in its potential for renewal and transformation. Just as a forest fire, though initially destructive, can clear the way for new growth, so too can periods of chaos in our own lives lead to unexpected opportunities for change and rebirth. The myths we've explored remind us that chaos is not something to be feared or shunned, but rather a force to be respected and understood. By acknowledging the role of chaos in the grand scheme of things, we can begin to navigate the uncertainties of life with greater wisdom and resilience. The stories of these primordial beings, Gaia, Ymir, Tiamat, continue to resonate with us today because they speak to something deep within the human psyche, a primal awareness of the interconnectedness of all things, the constant interplay of opposing forces that shapes the world around us. Our exploration of chaos in mythology has only scratched the surface of a vast and complex subject, from the swirling cosmic dance of Hindu cosmology to the formless void of Egyptian mythology. Countless other cultures have grappled with the concept of chaos, each offering their own unique perspectives on its role in the creation of the universe. As we delve deeper into the realm of myth and legend, we will encounter new stories, new interpretations of the primordial chaos, and new insights into the human condition. We will discover that the journey from chaos to cosmos is not a linear progression, but rather an ongoing cycle of creation and destruction, order and chaos, a dance that continues to shape the universe and our place within it. The myths we tell ourselves are not merely ancient tales, they are reflections of our ongoing quest to understand the universe and our place within it. By exploring these stories, by engaging with the wisdom and insights they contain, we embark on a journey of self-discovery, a quest to make sense of the world around us and the forces that shape our lives. So let us continue our exploration, venturing further into the realm of myth and legend, seeking out the wisdom of ancient cultures and embracing the enduring power of storytelling to illuminate the mysteries of existence. For within the chaos, we may yet discover the seeds of a new understanding, a deeper appreciation for the intricate tapestry of life, and a renewed sense of wonder at the vast and mysterious cosmos we call home.